It's round number 2 of Illinois Speedweek tonight, coming to you live from Lincoln Speedway in Lincoln, Illinois. Last night, Emerson Axum and Aaron Andrustevich found victory lane at Charleston Speedway to open Illinois Speedweek. We're back for a second night of racing with the Lucas Oil POWERi National Midget Lead and the Lucas Oil POWERi Micro Sprint Lead presented by Engler Machine and Tool. We invite you to check out tonight's live broadcast on MAV TV Plus, starting live at 7 p.m. Eastern. Let's take a walk through the pits at Lincoln Speedway here and see what's going on. Bradley Fazer, the Bonnerdale, Arkansas native. Bradley, first off, 4th place finish last night on night 1 of Illinois Speedweek. What do you need to do to improve that to get onto the podium or maybe even find victory lane here tonight?
Yeah, we're making some more adjustments here on the car, trying to get it a little bit more freed up on these big tracks. Just trying to search for every ounce of speed we can find. I think we should be a little faster here tonight after learning a few things last night. So,
kind of take us through going into last night and even the rest of these shows. What your outlook on a 5-day Illinois Speedweek was. Do you have any experience running speed weeks or anything that was 4 or 5 nights in a row like this?
Yes, last year actually was my first time. We ran the Lucas Oil Now 600 Speed Week. And this is my first time running the POWERi Speed Week. This is actually my first time to all of these tracks other than Charleston. I know you really want to keep everything in one piece as much as you can. And it really just be clean, smooth, and like I said, keep it in one piece.
Are you starting to think about the season kind of as we come down the stretch? Are you thinking maybe you might be strong enough to get into championship contention?
Yeah, absolutely. That's always the goal. You always want to, aim for the win. And I think this week with us running the Speed Week and some guys heading over to the Hustle is really going to help us points-wise. So we look forward to getting as many, as we can this week.
Well, Bradley, great talking to you. Congratulations on a really good 4th place finish last night. Best of luck to you tonight. Looking forward to seeing what you can do here at Lincoln.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Bradley Fazer, driver of car number 938 with the Lucas Oil POWERi Micro Sprint Lead, presented by Engler Machine and Tool. Well, Sun Prairie, Wisconsin native and Brandon Welty, a driver that's competed with POWERi since year 1, back in the early days of the series. Brandon, first off, how's the POWERi National Midget Series grown and evolved over the years from your perspective?
It's grown greatly. I mean, it used to be just the Tim Signer and a lot of the Cam Fields, and now it's at a national level. I mean, you have Keith Kuntz here and Dave Mack and Chad Bode. I mean, so obviously it's gained significantly in Lucas Oil TV and everything. So it's grown big.
You come down here to Lincoln Speedway. This is a place I believe you have a little bit of experience at. What's it like going around here in a midget?
It's just another track. A lot of these bull rings down here in Illinois are kind of similar. They're real fast. This place synonymously gets kind of dry slick, but I haven't been here probably in 10 years or better. But just coming out of Sun Prairie to have some fun down here for a few days and try not to get anybody's way.
Yeah, so normally we'll come and see you run some of those Illinois bull rings you were talking about, especially during Speed Week. Do you plan on doing the rest of Speed Week, and then are we going to see it all in 2021?
Yeah, I think we're going to do tomorrow night Jacksonville, Saturday at Macon, and then we're probably going to go home. It's kind of a long drive home, and we actually have a day job I have to go do, so we're going to do that. And then sporadically all through the summer, I think we're going to hit and miss some shows here and there. So obviously Sun Prairie, we're going to try to hit that, but yeah, for sure.
Well, Brandon, glad we had the opportunity to catch up with you. Thanks for talking to us.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Brandon Welty, driver of car number 3W. He's here tonight at Lincoln for Illinois Speedweek night number 2. One of the Rookie of the Year contenders with the POWERi Micro Sprint League this season, Tyler Kuykendall out of Missouri. Tyler, first off, how's the rookie season been going on the POWERi Micro Tour this year?
It's been pretty tough. We have our ups and downs. Last night we didn't have enough fuel in the car and had to pull off with 2 laps to go.
Talk a little bit about, the biggest jump onto a national micro tour here in 2021 for you.
I used to run with the Now 600 series, and that was pretty tough, but the POWERi has been a lot tougher than the Now 600 series, and it's fun racing with them.
Talk a little bit about, your expectations for Illinois Speedweek. For a young driver like yourself that's in the process of developing, how can running 5 days consecutively, kind of help to really give you an experience of what racing is?
Well, it's pretty tough running 5 nights of racing in a row, but we're trying to get her done and trying to get a bunch of seat time and get good for the Outlaw.
Well, Tyler, great talking to you. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
Tyler Kuykendall, Rookie of the Year contender with the POWERi Micros here in 2021. Natalie Doney, one of the drivers competing on the Lucas Oil POWERi Micro side of things during Illinois Speed Week. Natalie, first off, kind of give us a recap of your night at Charleston last night.
Well, in the heat race, I didn't do so well. I got pinned down to the inside on the start, and then I went to try something new, and then I almost got spun. But in the feature, I started 13th, and I finished 9th.
You know, you and your brother Xavier, racing's a family affair in the Doney family, and you guys have raced together through junior sprints into micros, and now Xavier's branching up into sprint cars. How does he help you, and do you do anything to help him out?
Well, he really helps me get my car set up, and he works on my cars. I help him work on the cars in the garage also, and he helps me figure out my lines that I should drive on new tracks.
Is it kind of intimidating coming to places like Charleston and Lincoln and Brownstown, even Jacksonville, bigger racetracks than maybe micro drivers are used to running on? Is that intimidating at all?
It's not really intimidating to me. I actually like driving on all varieties of tracks. I don't care what type of track I race on, I just want to race.
Well, Natalie, great talking to you. Best of luck to you tonight.
Thank you.
Natalie Doney here tonight at Lincoln. She's running the Illinois Speedweek with the Lucas Oil Power Micro Sprint Lead presented by Engler Machine and Tool. Cade Lewis out of Bakersfield, California, brought home an 8th place finish last night. Cade, making your first Illinois Speedweek appearance and coming into this week, it's been very obvious you're getting more and more comfortable in this race car. What's contributed to getting more comfortable in the car with more laps in this machine for KKM?
Yeah, I just gotta be concentrated more often, and can't put my guard down. And the main problem is with my heat races, I can't never put those together. And last night we put one together and put us more in front in the heat in the main. And you know, that's kind of the main thing with these guys. You gotta start up front to finish up front. So,
what's been the most exciting factor from your perspective of coming over to the Midwest and running some of the Illinois, Missouri, and Oklahoma tracks that Power has been to this season?
I haven't been to a lot of these tracks actually. So, seeing all these tracks and learning a lot of new things and becoming better as a driver, and that's the main thing for me right now is putting finishes together and learning a lot.
Seeing all the drivers that have come through this KKM program, stable, whatever you want to call it, before you, and then you come in at 13, 14 years old, you know, what's that like for you?
It's hard because all these guys they know what they're doing, and for me to come in as a rookie and not knowing what I should expect, and I think it's nice that a lot of the guys share what to do and tell me how I need to improve, and that's a really good thing about these guys.
Well, Cade, great to see you have a good night last night. Seems like you're getting a lot better. It's been fun having you on the tour this season. Best of luck to you tonight.
Thank you.
Cade Lewis, 8th last night. He's after his first career Lucas Oil Power National Midget League win here tonight at Lincoln. Taylor Reimer coming off a career-high finish of 7th last night at Charleston Speedway on night 1 of Illinois Speedweek. Taylor, first off, take us through the night for you. 7th place finish. What was clicking for you guys, and what started to finally work with the Dave Mack team?
Yeah, I think we had a lot of speed going into the night. The heat race, it was a little rough. I got a pretty bad start, but we were able to hold our spot and got a 4th place finish, so that put us starting 14th in the A feature. And, you know, the track was really great. It was super tacky track, and that's where I'm usually really good at. So we were just out there. We had great speed, and the car was set up perfectly. My guys did a great job setting up all night. You know, we were able to miss some of the wrecks and capitalize on some other people's mistakes and just get that 7th place finish.
Opening a speed week with a night like you had last night, how does that boost your morale going into night 2 and so on throughout the week?
Yeah, it definitely does. You know, each time I can see improvement, not only in like my driving skills, but also my team. You know, we're finally starting to click and get be a cohesive team, and it's really been paying off, and it's showing in our finishes.
Talk a little bit about Lincoln Speedway. What are your expectations for what it's going to take to get around this place? How is it going to be different than Charleston last night?
Yeah, so I raced at Lincoln, I think maybe last month, and you know, we know this track rubbers down pretty easily. It gets pretty slick, and that's definitely when driving style becomes a big factor, and you know, just technique. So I think just making sure we're watching the track and checking on the changes and figuring out what we need to do to stay up front.
Great job last night, Taylor. Best of luck to you tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time. Taylor Reimer finishing 7th last night, looking to improve on that number here tonight at Lincoln for night 2 of Illinois Speedweek. Well, that'll wrap up our pit walk here from Lincoln Speedway. Beautiful day for racing. Check it out all live on MAV TV Plus starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. It's night 2 of Illinois Speedweek.